So let's talk stuck properties. Those properties that are not moving, not selling, at least for what you want. Hey everyone, it's Mike Bond with Hard Money Mike. This conversation is coming up more and more as I talk to investors that we have loans with, or just investors trying to get unstuck. And for flippers or even homeowners out there, just trying to sell stuff in this market is a little stressful and a little concerning. So the question is, how do you pivot? How do you make this into something better than it is right now? And there's typically three ways that I suggest to people that they look into before they make any decision. Number one always is the property up to market? Is it to the standards that people need right now? Remember, buyers, they're looking for move-in ready properties. They don't want to walk in and think about any projects that you haven't finished, updates, whatever it may be. Maybe it's a new roof, maybe it's flooring, maybe it's finishing the landscape, new kitchen, whatever it is. Are you at the top of the market as far as finish, updates, upgrades? And if not, maybe it's time to put some more money into the project to get those done so you can get it sold for the amount you want. Because when there's a lot of properties on the market, you need to be one of the best. Number two is look at bridging it. What is a bridge loan? It is a loan that could take you from, your fix and flip loan until you sell it. It's usually a 1 or 2 year loan, but you have to look at your numbers first. What is your burn rate? What are your monthly payments, your taxes, insurance, utilities? Do you have the margins? Do you have the spread still in this property? Maybe bridge it for another 4 to 6 months, getting into the next selling season. Maybe interest rates come down, markets pick up. If you're looking at that, just make sure you have the margins in the property. And if you don't, maybe it's also time just to look at selling it, taking a smaller loss now, and moving on to bigger and better investments out there. And this just came up yesterday talking to a client. There's no benefit in getting stressed out, losing sleep, and losing money. If you're going to lose money, take the little hit now and move on with a clear head into your next phase, into your next real estate venture, because there's always a way to make money in real estate. It's just going to flip. It's going to change a little bit with the current markets. Number three, we're seeing this more and more people reaching out and saying, can I just take this flip, move it to a DSCR, conventional loan, bank loan, whatever it is? And the answer is yes, you can, depending on a couple things. Is it cash flowing enough to make it worth your while to keep it? Even if it's a smaller loss, it's better than the loss you're taking now. And where do you have it listed compared to where it may appraise? And here's an example. I have a current client right now looking to flip a property she wanted to sell into a DSCR loan. But what happened is she kept dropping her listing price to get them moved. And she's in a unique area. It's kind of a resort area where there weren't a lot of sales before. And then a couple sales hit right about the last time she made a cut. And guess what? Those sales would have actually boosted her property up. So when she went to refinance, it actually appraised for around 330, but her last listing price was 250. In the real estate money side, the lenders have to use the lower of the listing price or the appraised value. So she couldn't refinance, get all the money she needed just because she made the mistake of not thinking about keeping her listing price up. So just watch that. Don't play that through where you keep dropping the price, dropping the price, dropping the price, then want to refinance it and expect to get market value what properties had sold for the last 6 months. Watch where your listing price is before you go into rental. Doesn't matter if it's a DSCR, bank, or conventional. And then just check the numbers. It doesn't matter if you're looking at updating it, bridging it, or moving it into a short-term, long-term, mid-term rental. You need to know your numbers on each one of these strategies, because maybe even the strategy of renting it helps you start the process you've always put off starting your portfolio. Maybe this is the step. Maybe this is the push to get you into creating that wealth of rental properties just instead of just always flipping, because there's tax advantages. There's other advantages for future when you're looking at rental portfolios. So maybe this is a benefit in disguise. Remember, know your numbers, where you're at now, what's best for you to clear your mind, clear the deck, and move on, especially cash flow wise and stress. Is it to update it, put a little more money in it? Is it to bridge it until the next market so you don't have to keep renewing those, fix and flip loans? Or three, is it better to just convert it over to a rental property, start bringing in some cash flow, and either way, moving on to your next projects? You got to remember, we're in business. And in business, it's not always profits. Sometimes it's about limiting your losses and, pivoting. Which way do I go from here? What's a better way to look at this property to get the most out of it and move me along into the next deal? Like I was saying, this person who I was talking to yesterday Her whole issue is the last 6 months plus, she has been so stressed out, she has not made any moves, and it's just put her in a deeper hole. Luckily, she has the properties to take care of the hole she's dug, but if she would have just pivoted, talked to, even reached out to us, we can help with those things to help you move on and give you another set of eyes. Because that's what we do. We not only help new investors who are looking for loans, who need funding that we could do. We could also help you with coaching, with how to best pivot from here when, the stress level is getting a little bit too high. Looking at your numbers, looking at the examples or the options that you have and putting you in the best place. So check below. We have a link there, and we'd be glad to coach you through the process of getting this into a better situation.